Welcome back. This is the third lesson. In this lesson, we will talk about the AES cipher. How you can encrypt data using the AES cipher. First, you should import AES cipher from crypto library. Like this. Second, you will need to generate a random AES key. So you should also import random from the crypto library. And you also need a counter. You will call this counter from the crypto.util. Import counter. First step is generating the key. How you can generate a random key? Create a variable called key. In this variable, you type random dot get random bytes and tell this function the length or the number of bytes for the key. I need a key that 64 byte. Okay. Here the encryption function. Encryption function. Let's create a function and we call this function encrypt function. Encrypt fun. We will pass the key for this function. First line, we create a variable called counter to store the counter in this variable counter and make this counter 128. Second step is to create the cipher. Which equal AES dot new, and we pass the key to this function as the first parameter, and then the mode of encryption AES dot mode, and I will choose the CBC mode or choose the CTR mode, doesn't matter. The third parameter is the counter, and we put the value of the previous counter here in this counter parameter, in this counter parameter. Third step is to encrypt the data. Let's create a variable called en, which receives the value of the encrypted data using the cipher not encrypt. Here we will pass the data or the text. I will type origin text or plain text. Here we will receive also the origin text from the user. Okay. And I will return this value and receive it in the function call. Like this. Let's call this function, and because the function return a variable, you should create a variable to receive this returned value. Here is the encrypt function. This function take the key we do before, and also take the text. So I forgot to create a text. Let's type www.google.com, and because the encryption function take only the data encoded, so we should type here .encode to convert this data to encode value, so the encryption function can encrypt this data. And we also print E to see the result. Here, let's done. Okay, the length of AES can't be 68. Let's try this. Okay, the encryption happened. So you should put the length maximum 32. I think you could put 16. Okay, so the maximum length of the AES key should be 33. By this, we done the encryption process. Let's see how we can do the decryption. To do the decryption, we will create a function called decrypt function. And we will author both the key and the text we have encrypted, or the text after encryption. I mean this value. So I will here type cipher text, or the encrypted text, anything. First step is to make the counter. I will repeat those two lines here. Okay. This value return is decrypt, which come from cipher.decrypt, and it take the cipher text here, and let's return the decrypt data. You will see that the decrypt data come in bytes form. So you should decode this data to become a plain text, which is readable. But DE is a byte which have the form like this, B, single quotation, and the text inside. Okay, let's call the function decrypt. What this function need? This function take the key and take the text encrypted, which is this. Let's see the result. Here print DE and run the function. You here notice that this is the text we have type here, and as I said before, this value should be decoded to get the text clear without the B letter and single quotation. Let's run again. Here is the value. By this, we have reached to the end of our lesson. See you in the next